Hello, Catweazle here, and welcome back to Arkham Horror, The Curse of the Dark Pharaoh. This is turn 4, just a quick recap of turn 3. Tommy Muldoon, he's in the Rivertown streets where he took part in a ritual, lost 3 stamina, but he did gain 3 clue tokens. Ursula Downs managed to seal the Abyss Gate at the Witch House. And next up, Kate Winthrop. She managed to get to the graveyard where she met Richard Upton Pickman and she picked up a clue. And Hank Sampson and his pa headed from the train station down to the Merchant District where they had an encounter with the Ancient Whispers token. So that's where we're all up to. The first player is now Hank Sampson, so let's move across and do the upkeep phase. And here we are with Hank. I think what we're going to do with Hank is he's going to bob up to the newspaper, but he's going to go via Tommy Muldoon. And the reason for that is he's going to pick up $5 off Tommy, and then he's going to go to the curiosity shop and see if he can find another elder sign. I think that'll be his best bet. He hasn't got any clue tokens. And really we want Kate to hoover those up. So, and Tommy's got plenty, and also Ursula's got plenty. So if he zooms past, picks up that $5 off Tommy, gets into the curiosity shop, hopefully he'll get an elder sign and then he'll be able to seal a gate. I don't think we're going to move any of his focus around. He's got 5 speed, which will give him 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. So next up will be Tommy Muldoon. And here we are with Tommy. I think we're going to stick Tommy. Tommy's going to go straight into a gate. First thing he's going to do is he's going to exhaust his healing stone, and that's going to give him 1 stamina back from what he lost. So he's now back up to 2 stamina. And he's got 4 movement plus a map of Arkham. That's plenty to go 1, 2, 3. He needs 3 movement, so that's plenty. Now, there's a maniac at the Independence Square gate, but the maniac we don't have to do a horror check against because he's just a human. So what we're going to do with his 1 focus is we're going to move his fight up 1. So he'll have 3 fight plus his rifle, which is 5, so that's 8 dice, and I think it's +1 for a maniac, so he'll have 9 dice to defeat the maniac, which should be plenty. Right, that's it for Tommy. Next up is Ursula Downs. Here we are with Ursula. Now, very similar to Tommy, she's got like clue tokens all over the shop, so the quicker we can get her into another gate, the better. So we're going to go to the unvisited aisle. In order to get there, she needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4. She needs 4 movement. She's got 2 speed. She's got the motorcycle, so she's got 4 movement. What else? She'll also be fighting a maniac. Again, no horror check. So she can use her 2 focus. Move it, fight up 2. So she's now got a fight of 3, plus a Derringer, which is +2, so that's 5, +1, I think it is, for the maniac, so that'll give us 6 dice. Again, hopefully that'll be more than enough to take care of the maniac, and then go through the unvisited aisle gate. Right, next up will be Kate Winthrop. Here she is, the lovely Kate. Right. What's Kate going to do? Well, she could do with getting more clues. So she's currently got 3. Now, she's got 4 stamina and 3 clues. She could go to Rivertown and try and get 3 more clues that way. But you can just bet that if she's the only one in the streets, we'll get a triangle symbol and the Shan will swoop down and get her. So I'm not going to do that. She's just going to move 2 and she's going to go to the Black Cave. She's got 3 speeds, so that's 3 movement points, so that's fine. I don't think we have to change anything else. No, that's fine. We'll leave her as she is and she'll pop into the Black Cave and pick up that clue. Right, let's go to the Arkham movement phase. Here we are looking at North Arkham. Pretty much got everybody in and where they're going to go. So first up is Hank. He can move 5. So he's going to move 1. Have a chat with Tommy. And Tommy is going to give him $5. So that goes over to Hank. He then carries on. 2, 3, 4, 5 and goes to the curiosity shop. See if you can buy something. Next up we have Tommy himself. And Tommy's going to go to Independence Square. 1, 2, 3, where we get the Maniac. So there's no horror check. He gets +1 dice and it's got 1 toughness. So let's see what Tommy's got. He's got 3 fights, that's 3 dice. He's using his rifle, which is another 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 8, plus 1 more off the Maniac himself rather. And he needs 1 success. And we got successes all over the shop. There's 4 5s there. Got 4 5s, 4 successes. Job for good 'un. So the Maniac is defeated. We get a monster stand back. We're back up to 5 monster stands. And Tommy gets the Maniac as a trophy. Excellent news and excellent work from Tommy the cop. Feel pretty pleased with him. Himself, well, Tommy, that's what he's here for. Protect the citizens, kill maniacs, axe-wielding fiends. I bet he's glad he didn't die now. Right. So that's Tommy done. Next up is Ursula Downs, and she's going to the Unvisited Isle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly the same. Maniac. There isn't a horror check and it's +1. So +1 for the Maniac. She's got 2 for a Derringer. That's 3 dice. And she's got 3 for a fight. That's 6 dice. 6 dice to get 1 success. And although the 3 nearly came out, it didn't, and we did get 1 success, we got a 6. So another winner. So again, we're now up to 6 monster stands, and Ursula gets her first monster trophy to go with her gate trophy. So that's excellent news, and she's at the Unvisited Isle. So we're doing very well. Don't know how long it's going to last, but let's ride the wave while we can. Right, so that's Ursula's go, and last up in the movement phase is Kate Winthrop. So Kate is going to move 2, 1, 2, Black Cave, and she's now up to 4 clue tokens. Right, that's the end of the movement phase. Next up is the Arkham Encounter phase. And here we are with Hank in the curiosity shop. So he's going to draw 3 unique items and he's going to buy 1. So let's get the unique item deck. Needless to say, we would rather like an elder sign. So first one is the Kabbalah of Sabaoth. The next thing that he has a look at is holy water. Nah. And the last one is an enchanted knife, +3 to combat checks. What to have? Well, let's have a look. Kabbalah of Sabaoth. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a law -2 check. If you pass, draw 1 skill. Holy waters like the holy hand grenade. Discard after use. So the enchanted knife. I think he's going to take the enchanted knife for $5. So the $5 that he got off Tommy, that's going to buy the enchanted knife. So the holy water and the Kabbalah will get discarded, and Hank has now got a magic weapon just in case he bumps into any monsters with physical immunity. So I'll just put the $5 into the supply. Right, next up is Tommy Muldoon at Independence Square. And here we are with Tommy. Obviously for his encounter, he's going to get sucked through the gate, and the gate goes to the Great Hall of Celiano, which is a -1 gate, so that's not too bad. So he will get sucked through there, and we'll see where he is exactly in the Otherworld encounter phase. But as far as his Arkham encounter phase goes, that's now finished, and now we go to Ursula Downs. And here's Ursula, and again very similar to Tommy. Her encounter phase means she gets sucked through the gate, or lucky, another dimension, +0 gate, so that's excellent. So she gets sucked through and she gets taken to another dimension. Very good. Right, next up in the Arkham encounter phase is Kate Winthrop. Here's Kate at the Black Cave. So that's a Rivertown location. So we'll get the purple deck. Give it a rubbish shuffle. Right, let's see what we get for the Black Cave. A monster appears. Brilliant. Treat it if it has the ambush special ability. That's brilliant as well. It means we can't get away. After the battle, if you pass the horror check, draw spells equal to the monster's horror rating. If you fail the horror check, you emerge with resolve. You may search the skill deck for a bravery card and take it. Well, first thing we've got to do is try and defeat whatever monster it is. Kate's got a 38 revolver, her fight's at 2, and she might use a spell. But before she starts dipping into her spells, she's going to see exactly what the monster is. We've been very fortunate with monsters so far. What I'll do is pull another maniac out now. What we're going to get: a servitor of the outer gods. That doesn't sound very promising. Let's have a look at it. +0 to evade as well, but it's got the ambush ability, so we can't evade it. Urgh! Nightmarish 2. Great, we're going to lose 2 sanity, whatever. Overwhelming 1. We're going to lose 1 stamina, whatever. Endless, so we can't even take it as a trophy. It's getting better. If you fail a combat or evade check against a servitor of the outer gods, you are devoured. It's -3 on the horror check. The will check is 2, so that's an auto fail. But we can use a clue token, of which she's got 4. Oh god! We need to get 3 successes. It's -2 on the combat. You ever get the feeling somebody's going to be devoured? Oh dear me, that was so unlucky. Right. Can't evade. Oh, it's got ambush. Oh, this is just so unlucky. Right, -3 on the horror check. If actually, it might be. We're going to fail it. We're going to fail the horror check. Oh no, that's not going to do us any good. I was hoping we'd go insane and then we'd get away with it, you know, without having to do a combat check. But she's got 6 sanity, hasn't she? Which means that, like, even if we lost the 4 sanity, she'd still not be insane, and then we'd have to do the combat check. So, let's have a think now. We're going to fail the horror check anyway. The reason being, I don't want to spend clue tokens on the horror check. She's not going to go insane. So we'll lose the 4. And she goes down to 2. So put those back in the supply. What we've really got to try and do is beat it. I mean, it is nightmarish, so do we lose an extra 2? If we lose an extra 2 because it's nightmarish, she does actually go insane. But do we lose the nightmarish after the combat? I'll just have to check that. Won't be a second. Ah, cobblers. Unfortunately, on the back of the rulebook says nightmarish. Any investigator that passes a horror check when facing this creature will still lose X sanity, but this ability doesn't apply if you fail the horror check. So we're not going to lose those extra 2 sanity, which we wanted to do, because then we'd have gone insane. We wouldn't have actually done a combat check. We couldn't have been devoured, and we'd have just ended up going to, like, the loony bin. So now basically we've got to fight the bloody thing. So it's -2. She's got +3 to combat checks with the 38 revolver, 2 fights, so it'd be 3 dice to get 3 successes. Let's have a look. Right, any phase, shriveling. So she's going to cast shriveling first, and that's going to gain a +6 to the combat check until the end of the combat. So that'll cost her 1 sanity, but that's the least of her worries. Could have used Shroud of Shadow, but the casting modifier is -2 on that, and that would reduce the toughness, but it'd only reduce it to 2, and I'd still only have 3 dice. So really we need the 6 extra dice, and we can cast shriveling because it's got 1 hand, and a 38 revolver's got 1 hand, so we're alright to cast it. Casting modifier -1. What's a law? A law is 5. So we've got 4 dice to cast shriveling. Oh, what a nightmare. I thought we were getting it too easy in this game. So, Servitor of the Outer Gods. Oh, what a pig to come out. Shriveling. Brilliant. Didn't cast it. She's going to spend a clue token. Don't want her spending clue tokens, but what else can you do? Come on. A 6. So, 1 clue token. She casts shriveling. She's now got +6 combat. So, with the 3 that she had for a 38 revolver, we ignore her 2 fight because it's -2 on the Servitor of the Elder Gods. So it's 3 + 6, we've got 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice, we need 3 successes. Come on. 3 successes, yes, 2 6s and a 5. You absolute star. Yes. I thought, you know what, I thought we'd had it there. But the Servitor of the Outer Gods goes back in the bag because it's endless. But Kate showed you, chummy, You don't mess around with a science. Back off. She's a scientist. Well done, cockle. Brilliant stuff. Right. After getting away with that one, I think she does actually get something as well. She failed the horror check, but if you fail the horror check, you emerge with resolve. You may search the skill deck for the bravery card and take it. So we got something. Oh, talk about pulling one out of the bag. Let's check the skill deck. She's got skills coming out of her nether regions. She got +1 luck the other turn. Right, let's have a look. Stealth, marksman, speed. There's the bravery card. So any phase she can exhaust to re-roll a horror check. Put that with all the rest of her skills. She's all skilled up. So, oh, she had marksman as well. So we could have re-rolled a combat check, which was good. But, whoa, phew, we got away with one. Wow, did we get away with one there. Well done, Kate. Right, that's the end of the Arkham encounter phase. A bit more exciting than I would have liked, but I'm sure it'll make a good video. Right, next up is the Otherworld encounter phase. Welcome to the Otherworld encounter phase, and first up is Tommy. Right, so he's in the Great Hall of Celiano, which is a blue or a green card. So let's get the gate deck out, and we want a blue or a green, a red, discard, a yellow, discard, red, discard, yellow, discard, anytime today, a green. So City of the Great Race, no. Plateau of Leng, no. So it's other. Pass a luck -1 check to discover a vital document and gain 2 clue tokens. Ooh, good one. Right, luck. What's his luck? His luck's 3. Has he got anything else that gives him anything extra? No. He's just got 3 luck. So was it -1? It was -1, so he gets 2 dice. Go on, Tommy. Another 2 clue tokens. A bit of a clue token beast. Double one. Snake eyes. How many was it? It was to gain 2 clue tokens. Should I spend 1 clue? No, no. Just being greedy. You're just being greedy, man. Whoop. Right. So you didn't find the 2 clue tokens, but it doesn't matter because nothing bad happened. So discard that. And next up, it will be Ursula Downs in another dimension. And here we are with Ursula in another dimension. Now this has got a red dot, a blue dot, a yellow dot and a green dot. What that'll mean is, as there's only 4 colours in the gate deck, whatever comes out, it will definitely be the top card, whatever. It's a red one. It's got Relay, Plateau of Leng or other. So we're on a luck -1 check to discover a useful object in your wanderings. We could draw 1 unique item. Woo! I really like this one. What's her luck? Her luck's 3. So, but she's got +1 luck. She's got a luck card. So her luck is 4. Good, 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 good. 4 -1, so she's got 3 dice. Woot. 3 dice for a unique item. Can we see that? We can see that. Come on, success. Yes, a 6. Angelina Tomb Raider strikes again. Unique item. can, once again, in another world, can she find another elder sign? Here it is. Oh, actually, we can see the deck, so I'll just pull the one off the top. Nameless cults. Boo. A boring tome, but she can share the tome with Tommy because of a relationship card, so let's check where it is. Movement. Exhaust and spend 1 movement point to make a law -1 check. If you pass, draw 1 spell, lose 1 sanity and discard nameless cults. If you fail, nothing happens. So, you know, we could use this. We can't use it in the other world because we don't have movement points, but once we get back to Arkham, both Tommy and Ursula could use this and get a spell each. So, good find, Ursula. Good find. Put that on her player area. And that's the end of her encounter. And put the deck back. And now, it's our favourite phase. It's the laugh and chuckle phase that is Mythos. And here we are, looking down upon the beautiful city of Arkham. I think there's a bit of glare. I can't really do much about it. That's the sun. I do have the blinds closed, but in Manchester, England, which is the spiritual home of the raindrop, it happens to be hotter than a snake's arse in a wagon rut for a change. So I'm afraid we're going to have to put up with the glare, but hopefully it's not too bad, and I might be able to do something in editing with it. But anyway, let's go to the Mythos phase, and that means picking up the chuckle deck. Here we go. So we've been ridiculously lucky so far, apart from poor old Kate getting a Servitor of the Outer Gods, but that is but nothing to what this could be. An environment card. So we've got a gate at Independence Square, except there's already one there. So it's a good old monster surge, ladies and gentlemen. So let's put the card down. Card there, put the deck back. Right, we've got 4 investigators, we've only got 2 gates, so that means we're going to get 4 monsters because the number of investigators is the greater. So please, no servitors of the Outer Gods. First one, which will go on Independence Square, seeing as it's the Servitor of the Outer Gods. Oh, good grief. Oh, no. How did that happen? I bet I couldn't do that again if I tried. Oh, I think there's only one of them and all. There must be about bloody 40 monsters in this bag. Oh, right, next one up. This is going to the Unvisited Isle. A Wraith. Oh, these are real pigs as well. Oh, dear me. No! Right, Wraith goes to the Unvisited Isle. So these will be nicely waiting for our investigators when they come out of the other world. If they come out of the other world. Right, the next one then is for the Great Hall of Celiano again. We've got to share them between the gates equally. A ghoul. Well, compared to the other two, a ghoul's a doddle. Right, so ghoul goes to Independence Square, and the last one will go to the Unvisited Isle. And it is a formless spawn, and that looks pretty grim as well. Physical immunity. No! Right, so we're down to, we've only got 2 spare monster stands now. And we really do have to keep down, the terror track. We don't want to gain up to 5 because that means Tommy will fail his personal story. And I think Kate Winthrop fails a personal story if it gets up to 3. So, Hank, looks like you're going on a killing spree, boy. Okay, right, so that's the monsters out. Where does the clue appear? The clue appears at the woods. So there's 2 clues at the woods. Hopefully get Kate down there. It's a pity she's only got 2 sanity though. Right. Monster movement. It is slashes. Oh, the triangle and stars. Well, we have got the triangle with the Shan, but there's nobody in the streets for a change. After having everybody in the street for the first few turns, we've got lucky again because there's nobody in the streets. So he stays in the sky. Hexagons. We got any hexagons? The formless spawn is a hexagon. So he moves out into the merchant district. Any other hexagons? Is the ghoul a hexagon? Indeed he is. He moves into downtown. So we've got squares and crescents are the other 2. They're not on here, so they don't move. So the 2 really nasty ones don't move. And right, that's monster movement. So next is, and we lose blood magic. We're going to get this card taking over. A sandstorm. Environment, weather. How thematic is this? We're going to have a sandstorm with the Egyptian like theme. Cool. Oh, mind you, it's a Curse of the Dark Pharaoh card. Ooh. Sorry about hitting the camera there. Against all reason, a sandstorm comes up out of nowhere and strikes Arkham, clogging the streets and burying whole buildings. Strangely, it seems to avoid certain places with dark reputations. Investigators must spend 2 additional movement points to enter any location marked with a green diamond. While this card is in play, any investigator who's in a street area during the Arkham encounter phase are not required to take any other actions during this phase, for example have an exhibit encounter, may make a luck -1 check and draw 1 exhibit item if he passes. Yeah, weird. Right. Well, fortunately, we've got the only person who's in a green triangle is Hank, and he's already there, so he's not going into it, he'll be coming out of it, so that's fine. Everybody else is either going to be off-world or heading towards another red diamond location. For example, Kate's going to head down to the woods, I think. So we'll get rid of the blood magic, sorry, environment mystic card that we had for a few turns, and we'll replace it with the sandstorm. Right, so that's replaced blood magic. There we go. Put that there. And right, that's the end of the Mythos phase. So, a bit of a strange turn, that. In a way, it was horrendous, especially what happened to Kate, but it was fantastic too, because she basically got away with it. So, a bit of quick thinking on her part, casting Shriveling and getting stuck in, shooting it in the face. But what happened was its brothers come out of the gate and it's probably looking for a bit of revenge. But anyway, we've had a monster surge, so we've only got two gates left. Sorry, 2 monster stands left if we're to avoid the terror track going up. So I think we're going to have to kill some monsters, and that's going to be Hank. Hank's going to have to kill some monsters, man. So he's going to come out of the curiosity shop shooting. Hopefully we'll be able to shut these 2 gates shortly. And Kate only used 1 of her clues in order to defeat the Servitor of the Outer Gods. So if she can get down to the woods, that's now got 2 clues, and that'll give her 5 clues, and she'll have enough to seal a gate should another one open. Right, thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much for all the subscriptions and for the comments and the views. It's Catweazle signing off. Hope to see you for turn 5 of Arkham Horror: Curse of the Dark Pharaoh. But until then, toodaloo.